This is the model and serial number for the daycare unit, the 10-ton unit. Originally, it was a 3-phase. So what I'm assuming is that they installed this unit as a used unit when they put it in here, because it's wired as a single phase and the fan motor is not the original one, and it's a single phase fan motor. This is the breaker for that unit. As you can see, it's a single phase. If it was a 3-phase, there would be 3 of them together. It's only a single phase. Okay, here we have the motor. And there's the new one. When it was mounted, I didn't see that capacitor because I would have noticed right away it was a single phase. I could only see this. So, but that's no big deal. I was able to get the motor. The only thing, they didn't have one with a 5/8 shaft. It had a 7/8 shaft, so I had to get a new pulley also. Now this motor comes with this type of bracket. This one, it comes with a built-in bracket. So now I have to adapt it. Hopefully I don't have to drill any holes. The motor was $150 more. Pulley was $95. Here's what happened to the old motor. The rubber mounts got old, and as the motor turned on time and time again, it spun the motor and cut the wires and shorted them out. And you can see where it burnt on the plate. All this is from the arc. Like if it was a welder, all that's why I blew the fuses. Okay, I have the old motor out, the new motor right there. I have the mounting there. I'm going to show you a trick that I show for my beginners. Something. See how I drew out a line there. Let's put that in place again. Now these lines are for where my pulleys ended up. And this is more or less my center of the shaft, meaning this way. So that when you go to mount that motor, you're fairly close. And when you have to adjust the belt, you have to do less work. Well, as you can see, I already mounted the motor, screwed it in. See, I ended up, if you can see, ended up centered. I know with the phone it's hard because I could move it around, but I know with my eye, you know, when I'm there. So I won't have to do any adjustment, hopefully, on the belt. Just mount the motor. It helps a lot to do this. 99.9% of the time I haven't had to adjust the fan belt or move the motor once it's mounted, because it's really hard once you're up there to loosen it up and move it around. Okay, this is the old motor. As you can see, single phase. As you can see, the only reason I couldn't tell and see the capacitors was because the motor was tilted towards the inside of the unit, and the only place that I can actually have a good view of the motor was this section here, which was a lamp that was there that I had to remove to actually take the motor down. The only way that I was able to go up was on this tile. Okay, we're almost ready to get it up there. I'll show you guys a little trick. If I put the base flat here, I can't get my first screw in because it won't match, even though I have a lot of room here. So what I do is put a little piece of PVC there, so when I put it, it's high enough to be able to put my first screw. Never fight the weight of the motor and try to get a screw in. Okay. See, with that small piece of PVC, I was able to set my first screw. Gave me enough height, and I didn't have to fight the weight of the motor. I just tilted it in, and there we go. Now I put the belt on, just with the two top screws. You see how it pulls it out from the bottom? But the belt helps me set it in place so I can start at least this screw. and then I'll be set to adjust the belt and tighten the mount. You can see I got my third screw in. It's a little off in the back, but that's no big deal. I could easily lift it up now with one hand. Tighten this one up, remove the belt, and it should put that hole in alignment in the back, in the bottom, so that I can put my last screw. Okay, and with that, I have all of my 4 screws in. You see, the belt is in. I forgot to show you these marks at the beginning before I took off the mount. See, I got that mark there. I matched up, and I scribed another one in the back. Back there, see the pencil mark? So we're really close, and the belt is good. I got good tension, so we should be good. This is a very old unit. As you can see, the bearings, they're losing their lubrication, and these are sealed bearings, so that you can't lubricate them. So hopefully it'll last a long time. This motor has a vibration. I gotta take it out and get another one. Okay, with the new motor, nice and quiet, no problems. Unbelievable. Well, stuff happens.